Welcome students for online classes. This is Manisha Rakshita Moras giving you the presentation in economics. First let's see what is economics. Just imagine your life before 10,000 years ago. In a normal day, you would either find the food or fight for the food, and even you protect yourself from the various wild animals. And what do? You do the same thing every day. So now what is economics? Economics is a branch of social science that studies and influences the human behavior. And the social science can be maybe the political changes, maybe the current affairs, maybe the economical changes, the environmental changes which is happening in our current economy. Now what is economy? Economy means the various activities occurring in our society. The activities can be maybe the changes, maybe the development, maybe the growth which is happening in our current surroundings, that is in our current economy. And even the various activities can be maybe the production of goods, maybe the distribution of goods and the exchange of goods for money. For what do we do all these things? For the end consumption. And the father or the founder of economics is called as Adam Smith, where in his famous book, that is An Inquiry into the Nature and Cause of Wealth of Nations, he has described how an economy should be or how the economics should be derived. So, the economics is derived from the Greek word oikos and nomos, which means household management, where you manage all the necessary things of the economy. And in economics, needs and wants play an important role, where need means the basic necessities of life, maybe the food, the clothing, the shelter, etc. And wants means the desire to have something. In the beginning, what happens once you have all the basic necessities of your life, maybe the food, clothing, shelter, etc., you would have a desire to buy a car, and later you want to renovate your house and you would have a desire to have a luxury life like branded clothes, costlier gadgets, having the meals in five-star restaurant and still more. Here what happens when one want or desire is satisfied, the other want or desire arises. But to fulfill all these wants, you need to have proper resource like income, salary, money, which is limited in nature. This limited in nature is called as scarcity of resource. Now what does scarcity means? Economics is study of scarce resources with alternative uses. Now this scarce resources means the limited resources which is available in our current economy, and the alternative use means the uses which you can either do with one thing or with the other thing. The example can be you can either write with a pen or pencil. In the same time, when you have no pen, you can write it with a pencil. And later what happens? What kind of resources we have? We have two kinds of resources, that is the natural resources and the man-made resources. Here the natural resources can be the air, water, forest, sunlight, etc. And the man-made resources are the building, the plastic, paper, chair, etc. In our economy, we have limited resources and our wants or desires are unlimited, and we cannot satisfy all of our wants because we have only limited resources. So what do? So we need to give up or postpone some of our wants for the future. For example, suppose you have rupees 30,000 and you need to buy a laptop and a smartphone. Here, the 30,000 rupees is a resource and the laptop or the smartphone is your desire to buy. Now what happens? Because of the limited resources, that is only 30,000, you cannot buy both at the same time. You need to buy either the laptop or the smartphone which you are mostly wanting to buy. So you can buy either the smartphone or the laptop. So this is the satisfaction of buying with the unlimited bonds with the limited resource. So how do? You do this thing with the best solution of scarcity of resources is the optimum utilization of resources. Now, how do you do the optimum utilization of resources? Let's know how the society manages with the limited resources in the best possible way. The economy should see which kind of goods are demanded for and which kind of goods are not demanded in the society. So then it needs to increase it, in the sense the economy needs to increase the production of those goods which are demanded for and decrease the production of such goods which are not demanded in the economy. For this, the resources should be transferred from the demanded products, that is, where there is less demanded should be transferred to the more demanded products. So this, the transferment of products, is known as the allocation of resources. Once the goods and services are produced, they have to be sold in the market. As there are unlimited goods and services available, so the allocation of limited resources available in the economy and the distribution of final goods and services are the two basic economic problems faced by our economy due to the limited resources and the unlimited wants. So because of this particular two problems, what happens? There arises a new problem of choice, in the sense which product to be purchased, which product to be let go. So this is the major problem faced by each and everybody in our economy, that is the problem of choice. Later, what happens? How the usage of the resources can be made? The usage of the resources can be made either the maximum usage of resources or the minimum usage of resources. Here, the maximum limit cannot be satisfied because of the limited resource, and the minimum limit cannot be satisfied because of our unlimited wants. So, what do we do? So we need to opt the central limit, which is optimum utilization of resources, which means the best usage of resources, where you can choose over your wants based on the priority. For example, you will be given some of your wants as you desired, okay? You need to opt between them, maybe for the food, car, bungalow. In this particular situation, you will be hungry so much, so you will be having no money with you. You will be given only these three resources. So now what happens? The priority will be for food at this point of time. So the unlimited wants you have, you need to choose between the unlimited wants as the best alternative. So this is known as the optimum utilization of resources. Now a situation. Observe this picture. The person has a resource to use, but he doesn't know how to use it. It doesn't matter how many resources you have if you don't know until how to use that resources. In spite of that, you have more and more desire or wants, and wants are not satisfied at the same time. And when you have more and more wants and when you have unlimited wants, there is only limited resources which you can buy for. So you need to be smart enough to choose between your unlimited wants with the limited resources. So the utilization of resources at its best is the important and the major role played in economics. Okay, now the evolution of man. The evolution has been a great platform for economical changes happening in our current economy. Maybe from the discovery of fire to the discovery of the updated technology of our economy is changing for the betterment of our individuals who live around. Maybe from having nothing to gaining everything, maybe like food, clothing, shelter, luxury item, etc. Economy has changed itself. The individuals who live in it are changing themselves and developing themselves for their good nature. So basically, every tiny thing happening in and around us is our economical changes, which can be termed as economics. Thank you, students.